There are plenty of podcasts out there in today's world, so why would you want to start your own? Simple, because your voice has not been heard.
Podcasts are a simple and great way to speak to your audience and even gain new fans or customers. However, one could think it's a lot of work and/or expensive, which is very true, but I'm here to show you a way around that. To be clear, this is a tutorial for people who would like to try to do a podcast but don't want to invest a lot of money in the beginning. I'll show you how to do a podcast on Windows 10, but I'm sure Mac has very similar programs like iMovie to do the same thing. If I had next to nothing, here's how I would go about starting my podcast. 1. Get a USB microphone. USB microphones aren't perfect, but they are better than the microphones installed in computers, laptops, and webcams. With a little research, you could find a decent one in the $20 to $40 price range. Some even come with a mount or mini tripod. Won't sound the best, but it'll sound good, and it gives you room to grow. If you have a few dollars, get a pop filter and a windscreen. But if you don't want to spend the money yet, just throw a couple socks over the microphone. Number 2, make sure your mic is on and adjust it. Plug in your microphone, go to the Start menu, type in Sound, and go to the Sound menu. Click on the Recording tab and find your microphone. Right-click on it and set it to the default device. Then, right-click on your mic and select Properties. Click on the Levels tab. This is where you can adjust the volume of your microphone. Number 3, open Voice Recorder. Voice Recorder is free and should already be installed on your computer. When you are ready to record, press the microphone button and have fun. If it's your first time, do a couple test recordings to get your recording levels straight. Remember, there is no right or wrong length, especially when you are starting out. Write down how long your podcast is in seconds. Do a little prep or research on your topic before you start recording. Number 4, open the Photos tab. In the upper right, select New Video, and then New Video Project. Name your project. In the upper left project library, click the Add button and add a photo relevant to your podcast. Drag the photo to the timeline. Right-click on the photo in the timeline and select Duration. Set the duration to how long your podcast is in seconds. On the top right menu, click Custom Audio. On the upper right, select Add Audio File and select your podcast. Click Done. On the upper right, click Finish Video. Choose video quality. I'd suggest lowest because I can't hear the difference between high and low. It must pertain to the video quality, so choose high if you want a high video quality. Click Export. This could take some time depending on the length of your podcast and how powerful your computer is. Number 5, create a YouTube account. There are many podcasting hosts and places to put your podcast, but they require applications and money. To keep this free and simple, create a YouTube account if you already don't have one. At the minimum, at least upload a profile photo and channel art image, just in case your podcast gets a little traction. Number 6, upload your podcast video. Title it and maybe give it a short description. Click publish and voila! Your podcast is out there for the world to hear. Number 7, ask friends and family for their honest input about your podcast. Do about 3 or 4 podcasts and get them on YouTube. Then ask friends or family for their honest opinions on it. If you can, find some places on social media or other places on the web to have people review your podcasts. If you had fun making them and you are getting good and/or constructive feedback, continue on. Most importantly, though, have fun. If you're enjoying it, there should be nothing stopping you. If you find your podcast growing in popularity or you're just having a lot of fun, then you can put more time and money in the podcast. Get a better microphone, learn how to take calls and how to edit your audio to sound even better. Get a podcast host, and get your new podcast on platforms like iTunes and Stitcher. A lot of podcasts also put their full podcasts or clips on YouTube as well. It's free exposure to YouTube's almost 2 billion active users. It only costed you a microphone, and it will be there forever, unless you take it down or you offend YouTube in some ways.
Hopefully you liked my free but kind of a little complicated way to get your podcasts out there. If you did learn something or you appreciate this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any podcasting tips on getting started, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who are going to have a lot of things to say about my setup here, but that's what I would do. Thanks for tuning in and have a most excellent day.